Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today we will present about democratic style of leadership. So let me introduce to you my fellow group members. Myself, Muhammad Arif Fitri bin Muhammad Helmi, Nur Batrisha binti Nur Haizad, Nur Yasmin Fikriyah binti Zainal, Siti Nur Akilah binti Muhammad Khairi, lastly Muhammad Syahi Amani bin Khalid. What is democratic leadership? Democratic leadership or participant leadership or share leadership is one of the leadership styles that allow equal participation of everyone in the decision-making process. Democratic leadership involves not only leaders but also their employees.
No one pretends that democracy is perfect or all-wise. Indeed, it has been said that democracy is the worst form of government, except all those other forms that has been tried from time to time.
Distributing responsibility among the membership, empowering group members, and aiding the group's decision-making process.
The characteristic of democratic leadership. The characteristics are intelligence, creativity, and fairness. There are 5 advantages of democratic leadership. Firstly, increase staff productivity. Second, build a strong team. Third, increase job satisfaction. Fourth, improve awareness about company. And lastly, best for any organization. Let's go through to the disadvantages of democratic leadership. First, result in slow decision-making process. Second, not effective in a crisis. Third, show a lack of expertise. Fourth, chances of dealing with rejection. And lastly, every option does not get a value. We had a chance to interview Mr. Syahi Amani as a project manager.
Mr. Syahi, how long have you been working in this industry?
I started as a site supervisor and it took me 5 years before I finally become a project manager.
Did you stay in the same company that you started with since you've been working in this industry?
No, actually. I think this is the third company I jumped from the first one.
Can you point out the stark differences between all the companies you have worked with?
Well, obviously the pay. But no, it is actually the environment mostly. The first one has a late bed situation going on. Then the second one is a bit like a corporate type. And the current one has a bit of both. It's also why I'm most comfortable in the current company.
Between all the projects you have worked on, is there any memorable project to you?
There is this one project that I have worked on at the previous company where we were unbelievable able to complete the project 2 days before the deadline. It was such an enduring restoration that we had to take a week off to rest.
So as an experienced project manager, do you think you can list out some of the primary characteristics in becoming a democratic leader?
First of all, thank you for the compliment. Experience, yes. Democratic. I'm trying the best I can, I guess. I think the most important core is to give out fair opportunities to all group members to voice out their opinion and ideas while still holding on to the final say. This will allow the members to actually feel like they are contributing rather than just following orders. With this practice, everybody can see that their activity is very much encouraged and rewarded.
Oh, okay, I see. Do you actually feel that being a democratic leader contributes to the success of a project?
Definitely. I have experienced very rush project as the leader refused to accept others' opinion and we have to leave it till the end of the projects and it was a quite a hellish experience.
Wow, what an experience. Can you say any good points that come from that episode though?
I would say the fact that it allows me to see the core point to have a smooth process in succeeding a project. There is also the fact that the team leader was quite generous, so we kind of try to balance it out. Since we are dissatisfied with the team leader decision, we try to be happy with his generosity instead. We just conclude that he probably felt it was better to spend money than to actually spend any time on our opinion. But I do have to make one thing clear. This is not a norm and is probably a rare case for something like this to happen in our industry. That's why I think it become an unforgettable experience for me.
Oh, okay, got it. Sorry, I'm going to change the direction of the question a bit.
Go ahead, please.
Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, next question. Do you think your journey in becoming a project leader or manager, seeing it's quite short and you were able to reach this position at quite a young age, do you think it is actually achievable by others or your journey is unique by itself?
Oh, what a question. I guess I would say that my case is a bit of a rarity for now. But I do think that this is an achievable road as many fresh graduates now are more exposed to much better technology that allows them to have access to much better knowledge compared to when I first started in this industry. Something that has to be noted though is that this knowledge will be useless if the act on it was wrong. So I would really recommend them to seek a generous mentor that willing to guide you towards the right path.
Would you say it's actually quite hard to find a generous mentor though?
Not exactly. But there are still a few that refuse to spend their time mentoring and would rather focus on their own tasks and goals.
That's what you would say normal, right? Not everyone would be willing to share their knowledge towards a greater use.
Yes, I totally agree with you.
Okay, moving on back to the previous point, on being a democratic leader, can you list any pros and cons in being this kind of leader?
As I said before, being a leader that try to listen to others' opinion, encourage the group members in their creativity and feel more encouraged in expressing their opinion more. They are also much more involved in the end result of a project rather than thinking that once their tasks are complete, they can be done with it. The cons are definitely there. Having a less strict leader leading the project could sometimes bring the whole process to a mess, especially if they are racing against time. Worse is they could be faced with an incomplete project. There is also another issue where the group members have an opinion that cannot be put into the situation. The democratic will allow it to be voiced out, but considering that it does not fit within the project, he has to take it out of the consideration. This in turn will cause the employee satisfaction and morale to decrease significantly, as they will assume that he just refused to accept their opinion.
Okay, I guess that's it then for this interview. Thank you for making time to share your experience on being a project manager and explain more details about democratic leadership. You have given the audience a clear view about this topic. Again, I very much appreciate you taking the time with me this evening.
Oh no, it's my honor to have this opportunity to share my experience with viewers. Thank you again.